Welcome to the Lord's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a chicken stew in the microwave from frozen to 15 minutes. I may be off for 5, it might be 20, but it's from frozen to the belly in 15 to 20 minutes, and it tastes great. This is something that the Lord showed me. You can believe me or not believe me. I'd rather you believe me. However, you don't have to believe me to be able to make these recipes and enjoy them. However, if I will be occasionally mentioning the Lord, or you might even see me talking to myself, as it seems. But I'm not really talking to myself. And this is a recipe that the Lord showed me that I would like to share with you. So we will proceed. Okay, we're going to start with a glass bowl. And I do prefer glass for cooking over metal, except for metal on the stove, and I use plastic. And I use plastic to mix baking ingredients. Okay, what we're going to do is we're starting off with some frozen chicken. Straight frozen, and we're going to put it right out here, and I'm putting in about 3 pieces of chicken, and we'll go ahead and make it real chickeny and put some more chicken in there, because I need to use the end of that bag. Alright, now then, I'm going to put this into my microwave oven. And I'm going to set it in there just like that, frozen and all. And put it on 5 minutes. My microwave set at the highest power level and all that stuff, wattage, I don't know, but I put it on 5 minutes. And we'll be back in 5 minutes to continue. Okay, so our 5 minutes in the microwave is up, and we're going to bring the bowl out, and I seem to be missing my pot holder. It's supposed to be hanging up here, but oh, it looks like it fell down. Okay, well, we're going to take this bowl, and we're going to rinse it under the sink. Okay, so it's kind of hot, and I'm just turning on my hot water, and I don't want it like real hot, and I don't want it real cold because I don't want to break the glass. So I let the water just start getting like tepid, you know, just a little bit warm, and we'll spin that around and rinse it. Okay, put that back down there, and I'm having to wipe off my hands, dry off my hands, because I need to touch the camera. And let's move the shot back around, and let's move it down. There we go, and let's do a little bit of zoom. There we go. There we go. Alright. Next, what we're going to do is I have a can of chicken broth. And I'm going to pour that chicken broth in there. Like that. And we'll wipe up where I splashed. Alright. Now then, I'm going to take sea salt. I use sea salt. Okay, and I'm going to sprinkle the sea salt in there. And that's maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. And next, what do we get, Lord? What do we get? Oh, we get rosemary. And we need some cumin. Oh, whole cumin, oregano, or the Italian seasoning? The oregano, okay. And there's the oregano. And what else do I need? Really? Okay, and that. Oh, the celery salt. Okay. Now then, I have rosemary leaves, whole cumins, C-U-M-I-N, and I have oregano leaves, and I have celery salt. Okay, now Lord, we have to measure this, and I know you're going to show me what to do and how to do it, because I've never used measuring whenever you've cooked for me before. So which one of these do I use? That's the 4th. Okay. Take 1/4 of a teaspoon of rosemary leaves. Okay. And you don't want a heaping teaspoonful. You just want, get that off a little bit more. 1/4 of a teaspoon. And we're going to sprinkle that over there. Okay. 1/4 of a teaspoon of rosemary. Okay, and then we want 1/2 of a teaspoon of the whole cumin. I don't know how to spell it. Cumin. I don't know. Somebody out there knows how to pronounce it. I think it's cumin. Anyway, you want 1/2 of a teaspoon, and you want to make sure it's not heaping. You don't want a heaping teaspoon. You just want a teaspoon. And we're going to sprinkle that in there. Alright. And on the celery salt, how much do we want? 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we take the celery salt, 1/8. Okay, you want half of the 1/4 teaspoon, which is, I believe it's 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I don't have that 1/8 measure. But you want 1/8 of a teaspoon of celery salt. And we'll just sprinkle that in there. Alright, now on the oregano leaves. These are oregano leaves. And one-eighth of a teaspoon. 1/8. Yep. And there you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get 1 tablespoon of butter. And I need to step over here. I apologize for that. And I need to get my butter dish. So we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of butter. There we go. Almost like, oh, the cayenne. Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay, and we need some cayenne pepper. And you want 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And I'm guessing that half of 1/4 of a teaspoon is 1/8. And that is just so sad that I'm guessing that that's 1/8. Oh my goodness. If I'm wrong, oh please comment. You can ream me out. I'd probably have it coming. But here's 1/4, or excuse me, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And this is just the ground red pepper. And this is actually very good for you. I use it. As a matter of fact, these shakers up here have sea salt and red cayenne pepper in them, because it is very good for your blood. And black pepper, your body doesn't even digest black pepper. The only good thing about black pepper is for your taste buds, if you like it, which I do. And but the red cayenne pepper is really good for your blood. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, we're going to put this in here. And we're going to turn it on. And I don't think I need to. I have a nice little thing right here that covers in the microwave like that, for if, like, especially if you're cooking chili and whatnot, it won't splatter the top of your microwave oven. But, you know, and then all you have to do is clean this. And there might be a little bit of wipe up in there afterwards, but not as much as if you didn't, especially with chili. Okay, and we're going to hit that for 5 minutes, and we'll be back when that is done. Okay. Yeah, and I'm sorry y'all have to hear me say, okay, alrighty then, here we go. Oh, it's just that I don't usually talk, well, not out loud anyway, whenever I'm cooking. So this is kind of new, and hopefully as I go on, I'll get better at this. But in the meantime, I mean, I appreciate y'all clicking on like if you like the videos on my page, and leaving your comments. What would you like to see? Alright, now then, I'm going to take a regular butter knife. Because remember, we dropped in little hunks of frozen chicken tenderloins. And I do have a chick. I encourage you both on the because I can't mention any brand names here. However, I would encourage you to really read the ingredients on the label on the chicken broth. A lot of the chicken broth, if you read the label, there's a lot of stuff in it and very little chicken broth. However, I have found a brand, and it is not one of the expensive ones. It's one of the lower end ones, and priced wise, it's not cheap, so to say, but and it has just chicken broth from chicken in it, and surprisingly enough, and it doesn't have all the chemicals and stuff. And also on your frozen chicken, like your frozen chicken breasts, and the big packages, and the frozen chicken tenderloins, I would encourage you to look at the ingredients and stuff on that too, because there is a brand that all they do is put a ice glaze on the chicken and nothing else. And I really don't like a lot of preservatives, except for when it comes to sweets. Well, the kids and I around here, and then my kids, I'm talking about Clover, my parrot, and my Boogie, my guinea pig, and Olive, and she's my ever faithful companion dog. Canine, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, I get tongue-tied sometimes. Anyhow, and as you can see what I'm doing now, I'm going to get a fork to kind of help me here. And don't think this makes the chicken tough. It doesn't. Because by the time... that's smelling good already. Oh my goodness. That really is smelling good. That is smelling way good. Way good. Okay, Lord, I don't know. I don't really remember a lot from here. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Now, and you just, it really does. You don't need a sharp knife or anything if you're using the frozen chicken. And you can use fresh chicken on this. Of course, you wouldn't have to do the first 5 minutes of this if it wasn't frozen. However, I'm single. I live alone with my kids, and I don't necessarily plan meals. Their meals are planned because I have to cut up a lot of vegetables and fruits for them. Well, not for all of the dogs. She has her dog food. Okay, and this is all cut up. And I want you to know that I feel very, very grateful for the Lord giving. Actually, He provided me with the camcorder that I got, and the tripod that it's sitting on. He just really did bless me, and I feel very, very blessed for that He gave me this idea and opportunity, because I cook for myself. I really do. Well, should I say, the Lord prepares my meals for me all the time, and shows me different ways to do stuff, and it turns out really well. And I like sharing my food because I really love to cook, because it's just a special thing that He tells me what to do, and I do it, and it's really fun. It's kind of an intimate time between Him and I. And sorry about that. Okay, anyway, and so I'm able to share these recipes with you, and it's another way for me to be able to share the cooking with someone else. I make cobblers, and sometimes I make meals and give them to some of my neighbors around here, and they really enjoy it, or at least they say they do. So, okay, what we're going to do, I have my ladle here, and we're going to take some cornmeal, and we're going to take 1/2 of a cup. And that's 1/3 of a cup. Let's get the right one up here. Okay, we're going to take 1/2 a cup of cornmeal. And by the way, I do keep my cornmeal in the refrigerator, and we won't go into why, but I'll just tell you that it's a really, really good idea. Okay, so I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of cornmeal. Now I'm going to, in my ladle, and I want to make sure that I've got a good shot on that. I believe that you can see on that. Let me do a little bit of a zoom. And come down a little. Yeah, the new tripod bracket that I've got has really come in handy. And actually the Lord provided that as well. And he used a friend to do it. Okay, I'm going to ladle this. And what I mean is I'm going to try to pull in the broth, a ladle full of broth, and leave out catching as much of the spices and chicken pieces as I can, because I really just want the liquid. Doesn't matter if some gets in there, you just don't want a lot. And we want a ladle full. And we're going to pour it into the bowl, like so. Now, we're going to whip this up. Like this. Okay. Now that you've got this, let's just set it off to the side for a minute. And then I've got some frozen vegetables here. And I'm going to put in two cups of the frozen vegetables. Okay. And I'm just going to mix this up like this. And you stick that in for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Alright, so we take that out of the microwave. And I'd advise you to use pot holders when you do that. Okay, now then, this, make sure you've got all the lumps out. Down here. And I've got a fork, and I'm going to slowly pour this in here, and I'm mixing it as I do, and pour all that out like that. And then stir that up, and you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Two minutes. And I'm going to be smart and use microwave this time, because that bowl does get hot. And 2 minutes. And we'll be right back. Alright, now we take this out. We have almost a finished product. We're going to add 1/4 of a cup of milk. Just like that right there. And then we're going to take some black pepper that we talked about, and just a hint of black pepper. And we're going to stir this up like this. And there you have it. Chicken stew from frozen to the belly in 15 minutes. If you enjoyed, please leave me a comment. Click like. Thank you from the Lord's Kitchen. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy the recipe.